Hi all. Today I thought of discussing about the CloudWatch logs, log checking in the CloudWatch. So this is our AWS console. If you are first time visiting here, you may not be seeing this recently visited section, but if you have already visited and you have visited the CloudWatch logs before, you will see the section and then cloud link to the CloudWatch, something like this. But for beginners, if you are first time here on the AWS console, then you can type CloudWatch here and then click on this link we get. So once we click on this, we are here in the CloudWatch section where we can check logs. Basically here you can see different sections, but for checking logs we are today interested in checking the logs groups and understanding the log groups. So to check the logs, let's click on these log groups. So once you click on these log groups, as the name suggests, you can see all the log groups that are these are all auto generated by AWS for my recent experiments on AWS Lambda functions. So I have been experimenting recently only on lambda functions, so you will see mostly about these functions. So now once we are here, if we want to check the details of logs for any particular function, you should click on this particular function. So this will take us to the log streams. For my lambda function, I have invoked that lambda function twice, so you are seeing two log streams recorded for this. You can see this is kind of date and then some appended with some string. So let's go to my first invocation and see the log details. This is how we can check the log details, and then you can see the test data what I have used here. I would request you to focus a bit on this test data. The second invocation, I have filtered the lambda function with the key, so you will see only one value. So this is the first log stream for the first invocation, and if we go back and check this second log stream, so you can see, as I was just mentioning, I have filtered the I have given a filter condition in the lambda function for with key, so you can see those details here. And this is the general way of checking logs. If you want more insights, you can go to the log insights. So here if you have more and more logs generated by your application, then usually you will have a lot of records and you will need to filter them using different conditions. This is a kind of SQL kind of environment where you can provide your query on logs, and you can also specify last 1 minute, 30 seconds, all these options, 12 hours, and then you can also provide your custom values by days, hours, weeks, and also you can mention duration here in the form of hours, again days, weeks, months, and then if you click on apply, then you can see all those logs coming up there. Then so before running this query, we have to select the interested log group from here. So let's select our log group demo lambda function. Then once you select that, now we can run this query. You can see the logs coming here, and we can modify this query. For example, let's just check only one log record. Let's see if it works. So here you go, we only see one record, which may be latest, and then you can save this query and details like this. So one more important and interesting things here, you can even export and then add to dashboard if you want to have a quick insights on this, things like this. So the other important section I wanted to mention here is about queries. So these are all you can create query, and then you can see some sample queries which are commonly used. And for example, if you go to this common query section, you can see samples for most recent 25, which is very similar to what we are using already here. It was something 20 here, right? So similar to that, maybe we can experiment with something different that are not exceptions. Okay, let's see. So maybe, if at all we take this, it says which are not exception. If we run, we should see the results because it's all not exceptions, but we can also modify this saying like exceptions, but for now we should not get any results because all these functions I have been experimenting with does not have any exception and should not give us any results. So there you go, we don't have any results. So like this is very handy tool. We can play around with this to understand how these queries works and things like that. Hope you understand and you like it. This is my recent